What's going on? What's going on, world? This KB Smooth one in the house. You know what? I was just gonna do this for IG. I'm gonna do this on YouTube. You know what? Let me pause this sucker right here. Mute. What's going on, y'all? I know y'all looking around like, KB's in a hotel. Is KB in another orientation? Did KB quit Dart? What just happened? He was just talking mad cash money stuff like he about to buy a truck. I still am. Dart, my company, put me in this hotel. What's up, glory to God, man, y'all? I gotta be funny, man. I'm a clown, dog. But no, my truck's in the shop, y'all. Update. Freightliner, I-State Freightliner. Man, I got a shade today. Every time I look at this joint, just look fugly on my face. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna fix that. Okay, don't be rocking this like that. But anyway, what was I at? See, stay on the subject, KB. Truck's in the shop. Y'all know my truck broke down earlier this week, Monday. I went to go pick up a load out of PA right before the big snowstorm. And yeah, she died on me at the shipper. Those that follow me on IG and Facebook, y'all already know this, but this to my YouTube fan. Quick recap. I went to go pick up a load in PA, Milton, PA, ConAgra. Y'all ever been there? It's not a bad place, but they do make you wait. It was an overnight appointment. I think my appointment time was 2100. Yeah, 9 o'clock. I didn't get loaded till like 4 o'clock. But, you know, brokers, if you book it off a broker load, that was a Coyote logistic load. They already know detention was automatic. So, but anyway, so I check in. You got to check in the guard shack, right? And then you pull to the side, and then you do a quick. You got to pull to the side. You go into the shipping office, and you check in. Then they tell you park in the staging area. They call you for a door. That's how it works. And most places are kind of like that now. So anyway, I don't know how y'all do drivers when y'all drive, but I'm gonna tell you as a former diesel mechanic and still diesel mechanic. You're not supposed to shut these diesels down soon you get to a place. Even if they tell you shut the vehicle off at the gate. No, you got to let it idle down. You got to let the oil settle, the coolant, everything, the engine idle itself down. Especially if you've been running that sucker hard 200 or 300 miles before you get to a place. You know, glorified steering wheel, the lease operator, I don't try to deadhead no more than 200 miles. But anyway, but if you've been driving 3 to 4 hours, let that thing idle down. So that's what I do. Freightliner, 12 to 17, I was told. I've been in most of those years, pretty much. I've been in a 12 before, I've been in a 14 Freightliner. I'm currently leasing to buy a 16 Freightliner. Don't know about that new shit. That 18 to 19, 20, the new Cascader, don't know about that yet. But anyway, when you let it idle down, just let the truck idle, no revving it up high idle. It'll shut itself off within 10 to 15 minutes anyway, which is the proper idle down time. Your red stop light and your engine light will keep flickering back and forth, and she'll shut herself off, you know what I'm saying, kaput. But I did that, walked into the shipping office, come back out, the fudge, my truck does a half of revolution, half a turn, starter, felt like the starter went bad, right? Because I just replaced my batteries last summer in 19, the summer of 2019. Those are 3-year to 5-year batteries in that truck. I paid the money to get the expensive batteries, not just the cheap batteries. Those are actually the best batteries the boss shop had at that time. So I tickle around with it as myself trying to figure it out. I was like, maybe it's the starter. It had a bad spot. So I do old school. I took my screwdriver, I'm tapping on the starter. I even jumped the solenoid, you know, to see if it'd crank. It still did the same thing. And that's it. Nothing. Said nothing, right? So I ended up calling my team, which is night dispatch, but we call road ready at Dart. I don't know if y'all got roadside or AAA, but at Dart it's called road ready, meaning you call them with a breakdown. You put in a breakdown macro, but on the OmniTrack as a workflow, you say breakdown, what's your issue, blah blah blah. Then call them because they might not see that message on the OmniTrack, even though most companies say the fastest way to get to us, especially at night and evening, is the ELD system. Nah, they bull messing. But anyway. So they pussyfooted around for a while, but the guy picked up the phone. So I told him the issue going on, and praise God. I said the universe, whether y'all believe in God or not, the universe works in our favor sometimes. There was a shop 20 minutes down the road, real talk. So the guy, he said, I got a shop coming over there. They're going to check you out, see what's going on with it. I said, it don't seem like it's electrical issue because I had 12.8 volts, which voltage don't mean anything in starting a truck. I'm going to teach y'all something real quick. Message. When it comes to starting any kind of vehicle, car, truck, and especially semi-truck, it's cranking amps. Alpha, Mike, Papa, meaning amperage. The voltage builds up and turns into amps. That's the power force to push that starter out and to turn that motherfucking big ass diesel motor on. Whereas you got a PACCAR, a DD60, Cat, Mac engine, Volvo, Cummins, whatever. So anyway, so even though I had 12.8 volts, I was thinking maybe one of the batteries had a bad cell and not putting out enough amperage to start the truck, because it's doing a half revolution. It's acting like it wants to start, but it's not starting. So the guy comes out here, he hooks up his charger to it. The first thing he does is, no offense, the same ish I did. He thinking it's a battery issue. So he hooks his charger up to it. He cranks it. He said, yeah, man, seems like you ain't got enough power. So he said, all right, we're going to let it charge for about 35 to an hour. You know, we're just going to let it charge. So I was in there chopping it up, blah, 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 blah. So 45 minutes go by. He gets out there again, same ish. So then he goes over to the starter doing the same shit I did. Tapped on it. He tried to jump the solenoid and it still didn't do anything. So he's like, man, you must have a bad starter. He said, so this is what we're going to do. This is why I love having a manual transmission semi. Y'all ever had an old school car that y'all used to have to pop the starter? That's what we call it back in VA, pop the clutch. Yeah, so I had to pop start my truck. So I had to go nicely, wake up these other drivers. And why drivers? Why are y'all assholes? I just want to put that out there. Don't be a butthole. If a driver nicely comes, professionally knocks on your cab, you may have been knocked the fudge out, sleep, comatose, but just be nice. I mean, don't get up. What the hell you want? What you doing knocking my truck? You know, don't come all that tough man puffing your chest out. Just nice. Oh, woman, just say, hey, what's going on? But anyway, this one guy got outright, but then he was like, oh, okay. Because I told him, hey, sir, can you he wasn't supposed to be parked there anyway. They're supposed to be in the staging area. So anyway, you're in the wrong already, driver. But so he wakes up, moves. My other guy, the African guy, I think he was Nigerian or whatever, Somalia, he moves. So now my guy pulls a chain. You know the little tow hooks? Oh, by the way, if you got a Freightliner, I don't know nothing else about no other truck. You're supposed to have two hooks on your right side of your frame. They for towing your truck. You see the two holes, unless you got a brush guard or a grill bumper in the front. Them holes are for towing you. You stick your hook in there, it locks, and that's where they pull you from a tow. So anyway, he put that in the front, and he had the little F450 truck. It was an F something. It was a big boy truck, but it only had the 5.4 Triton in it. It didn't have the diesel. But anyway, it was enough to pull me. I disconnect my trailer. I had just enough air pressure to release my brakes, and he pulled me. I put it in third gear, then threw it in 5 high. She started. So he was like, okay, if you get loaded, come to my shop. We already talked to Dart. We'll get you squared away in the morning. I'll say, bet. Thank you, sir. So he takes me to the shop. I'm sorry. Back up, KB. I pull started. It keeps it running all night. I did not shut her off. If I idle my truck up, she would not shut off. No, most Freightliner, if you let them idle, they'll start shutting off by themselves. But my truck can idle up. Just more me. I think it's messed up, but I like it like that. It can idle all night. So anyway, thank God for this. So I get loaded. Like I said, about 5 hours later, I got loaded. Left the truck running, checked out the gate, blah, 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 blah. I drive to the man's shop. Still leave the truck running, go to sleep. The guy taps on my door 7:30 in the morning. He's like, hey, we already talked to your company. It's already approved. Disconnect again. Lock your trailer over there. It's a secure lock because it's loaded now. You don't leave a loaded trailer unsecure. Somebody snatched up the trailer. Now you got to explain to your company why you left $150 to $500 million worth of shit gone. So anyway, I dropped my trailer going to the shop. All right, he pulls me around. I go around to the shop. 7.5 hours, no bull mess. It was like, what, 3, 4 in the afternoon? Those that follow me, I did it all on IG and Facebook. So they put a new starter on it. They went the same old school route I would have did. I would have thought that was straight up starter, had a bad spot, and it was done. No, these new Freightliners are computerized. You have 4 modules in these Freightliners, 12 to 17. The new trucks probably got 10 modules, but the 2012 Freightliner model Cascadia Evolution that I have, and most of you see on this road today, these companies have 4 modules. You got a SAM chassis model, you got a SAM engine model, then you got another SAM chassis model, then you got an engine SAM Cub that runs the whole truck, the brain. That's the one behind your glove box. If you ever, I did a video on my channel, by the way, years back. Y'all can go back. But anyway, it shows y'all how to change your fuses and where the fuses are located in a Freightliner. You have a mini fuse box that does your trailer and all that out there. That's part of the SAM cab. Every fuse box is actually integrated into the SAM. Is a module. It's not an old school fuse box. It's actually a module with fuses in it. So anyway, so that brain over there underneath behind your glove box, that is the master of the truck. And then it controls 3 other brains, 3 mini brains. Just like a new car. New car has a module for everything. You got a body control module. You got a transmission module. You got 3 engine modules. You got a window control module that if you got power windows, like, so it's no new, but it just sucks. So anyway, these guys did all they could. They pulled every wire out. They pulled every ground. They tested. It was killing the voltage. Basically what was going on, if I turn my ignition key, it'll send the signal to the starter telling it to start. It'll have 12 volts fired up. It'll start cranking. Soon as it start cranking, everything dies. Something's telling it to die, which is the module. That's the only logical thing. And he did everything. I was hats off to the mechanic. Rob. Shout out to Rob, Don, Cromley, Truck Repair Services in Milton, PA. Y'all don't know where y'all ever on I-80, 15 up there in PA. That is a hell of a shop. They have a good labor rate. I think $90 labor rate, which is almost cheaper than any mechanic shop around here. Usually most mechanic shop busting you in the head for $1.50 or more. So they good guys. So they'll do everything. They'll tear your whole truck apart, except for computerized system like my truck had. I stumbled them. They couldn't. It was an issue that they couldn't even figure out. So speed up this process. I'm already 12 minutes in. You know I get long-winded. Long story short, I drove 3 days, kept the truck running, overfueled. I had to overfuel because I had to keep fueling the truck. But I learned something about my truck through this process. One, she only burns a gallon of fuel an hour. At a 10-hour break, I only burn 9.8, almost 10 gallons. So that's a gallon an hour of that truck idling. That's a good thing to know. Some of y'all don't even know the cost of moving your truck, let alone how much gallons it burn while you're idling. So I found out something new through this process. So my truck burns a gallon an hour. So I know every hour it's running, it burns 1 gallon of fuel. That's good. So my truck is still in good shape because a lot of trucks burn more than that. There's trucks that burn damn near 20 gallons running a 10-hour break. So anyway, so she kept running. I made it up here into Minnesota through the snowstorm. It started snowing Tuesday. Made it here Wednesday. I made it here by Thursday. Yeah, and I delivered my load yesterday morning. ConAgra. No, Super Value Foods. My bad. I got loaded at ConAgra. Super Value Foods is where I delivered to. So got to my main shop. I'm here in Eagan, Minnesota right now, but our main terminal for Dart Transit is Eagan, Minnesota. Get there. The shop guys already knew what's going on. They said, yeah, man, you got to go to I-State Freightliner. We ain't even touching it. We already got all the reports in the system. We got crime leavers report. You're going to the dealer. So today I took it in this morning. Old Dark 30, I've been up, took it to I-State Freightliner. They were some good people. I left the island there, told them everything that's going on. They got me a ride. They had a shuttle from I-State back to my terminal for free. They took me back to the terminal. So shouts off to that. And then called my fleet manager and my lease agent and my highway sales agent. That's my financial company. And they basically, long story short, they picked me up in this hotel room. Days in Wyndham, y'all. And this is where it all started. This is actually the same room where they put you at when you come to Dart up here in Minnesota for orientation. Look, 2 beds. Got 2 queen size bed. I'm not even going to touch that bed. This is my bed here, the one I'm laying in. Got the bathroom area real quick. This the little vanity area. I got all my stuff because I'm about to take me a nice hot shower. You got the bathroom. Yeah, I can have the toilet seat because I'm a male. Ain't nobody coming in here. Ain't no work coming in here tonight. No vibes. No vibes. It's just me. Nice shower, though. So, they got a little heat lamp. Good size shower. It was clean. I did the reviews. No bed bugs been reported. It's got a good 4.5 star rating. They got a microwave for you that was clean. Good microwave. I don't know, what's that, a 40-inch TV? 42 maybe. Refrigerator. You got to turn these on, though. So it got a refrigerator in there. And coffee pot. I think that's it. So, yeah, y'all, that's just a quick tour of the room. But yeah, so basically they figured out what's wrong with my truck. It was leaking. Any of y'all that has a Freightliner 2012 and 17 that has the split windshields, hear me out. This is a lesson learned. check your truck for leaks. My windshield actually been leaking behind the main seal, meaning the black seal, not where Safe Flight or whoever will replace your windshield. No, it's a rubber band seal there. The whole seal itself, the frame of the windshield, water was leaking behind there and it burnt out my Sam's cab. The guy took the whole module out, unbolted it, and water was just, he could pour it a cup, he said almost a cup full of water was in that module, rusted to pieces. He's surprised my truck even ran. Real talk. So they got to replace the brain in my truck. It's a few other things he found, an ENOx sensor, something on the depth tank, ESO sensor, something ESO sensor that has to be replaced, plus my oil pan. I'm going to have him do everything that needs to be done. So yes, KB is down for the weekend. Yeah, it's going to cost me a little bit, but you got to pay the cost to be the boss. I mean, it's a used truck, but after this, I should be Gucci, y'all. You know, sealed window, a new computer, brand new starter, because by the way, they put a starter in that charged before. It was only $194, by the way. I just checked my settlement today. $194. Shit. Some car starters cost more than that. I know the Cadillac with the North Star engine costs more than that. But anyway, so I'm kind of happy about that. I'm counting my blessing, man. It could have been a lot worse. I could have broke down in the middle of nowhere. I could have had a tow bill, et cetera, et cetera. So count your blessing, drivers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to talk about ownership and buying your own truck or leasing the truck. I'm stupid for leasing through Americare. Call me what you want. At the end of the day, I'm making it my way. My family eating. This is my choice, my trucking career. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm about to hop off here. I ain't going to keep y'all too long. Thank y'all for rocking with your boy. Listen to my long-winded, fast-talking tales. Sometimes y'all talk fast, y'all listen slow. But, hey, oh yeah, I got some new stuff coming in 21. One of my good close friends, just shout out to B Gizzle. Y'all don't know who he is. Follow him on IG, 828 Trucking. But my man, actually got him down to one of my old companies with me, Super Service. He actually watched my videos and came there. And this ain't no shot to Jay or nobody else. But y'all do that driver referrals. Hats off to you. Get your money, boo-boo. I never asked for no money for nobody. But B came down there. Matter of fact, Skinny Wild. I know my man let me speak, Skinny. He remember me. Somerset. We missed each other a couple of times. But my man came down there to that company called Super Service and Little Truck Boy. I got a few drivers down there. They're probably still with Jay and Shugel. That's who merged and bought Super Service out finally. You know what I'm saying? Super Service was one of the let me get this right. Subsidiaries from Gainey Transportation, Harvey Gainey, GTS, Gainey Transportation. That was his company, and he subsidized it to Super Service. Bankruptcy issues. He apparently was an okay owner that got into financial trouble back in the 80s. So, but anyway, I just want to clear that up for nobody to say you're talking bad about Mr. Gainey. He was the greatest guy ever. I don't know who he was. When I worked for Super Service, I could tell you my experience, and I'm not even bad talking to him. I just said it was a crazy hot mess towards the end of my tenure there. But they got me my experience. I take the good from bad. There's no perfect trucking company out here. Real talk. There is no perfect trucking company in America. Hear me, drivers. There's not one. Don't worry, I'll wait. You just got to find out which one works for you. And put up with whatever minimum bullshit you can to get by, but there's not one. Until you be your full authority and you become the carrier, meaning you become the trucking company, yeah, you're going to have to put up with something. There's always going to be a hand in your pocket. There's always going to be something that you're not going to like. But how much stuff can you put up with and still make a living? That's how you got to tell that you stay at that company, driver. You got to get some stability. You can't keep moving around at the first sight of trouble, man, because grass ain't green on the other side. You go to the next truck company and be like, oh, shit, this shit is worse. Or even, oh, I should have stayed where I was. I should have stayed at Swift, or I should have stayed at Snyder, or I should have stayed at whoever, my such and such John Doe trucking company in America. But at the end of the day, sometimes you need to sit put and stick it out a little bit. It may get better. You never know. So, but that's your decision. What do I know? I'm just a little glorified steering wheel holder over here trying to pay off a truck and own something. Real talk. And that's not meant to everybody neither. Let me clarify this real quick at the end of this video. Not everybody meant to be a fleet owner. Not everybody even meant to be an owner operator. Not everybody meant to be a lease purchase or a lease, just lease. Not everybody meant to be a 1099 driver. Not everybody meant to be a company driver. Not everybody meant to be a full authority driver. Whatever your journey, whatever your avenue, do it. Sky's the limit, men and women. Sky is the limit. Do it to the full. Real talk. But don't let nobody steal your joy or steer you off your path and say you got to follow their path in trucking when at the end of the day, it's your life. That's all I want to say. Don't get clouded up with this YouTube, even with shit I say. Don't take it full word for word. Google it. Fact check. Well, at the end of the day, it's your life, drivers. If you're happy being a company man or woman making $80,000 a year or $60,000 a year or whatever, so be it. Stop counting everybody's pockets out here, drivers. Stop worrying about what the next man or woman doing. Worry about yourself. You should have enough problems. Worry about and concerning your own self. Don't be worried about what this one doing. Oh, how's she doing on YouTube? What is going on with Jay Rich? What's going on with Trucker Brown? What's going on with Party Hard? Guilty, Frenchie and Red, or Dirty Broke, or Asian Mile, or whoever you watch. At the end of the day, we're all men and women trying to make it. And I ain't forget TRC, Trucker Review Channel, Ike Steve, whoever, little guy. I don't care who you watch. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Yes, you can get proper jewels and information from us content creators, YouTubers, but at the end of the day, do you, boo-boo. Do your research, do your own footwork, and you make the best choice for you and yours. And if you got a spouse, you got kids at home, make sure you talk it out with them first before you go jumping into, I'm going to lease a truck from Prime or whoever, and don't just do that. Talk it over first. That's my advice. What do I know? I can't tell you what to do, nor will I ever do that. I'm just giving you friendly advice from a little knucklehead, milk trucker named KB. But anyway, 22 minutes, I'm out. It's enough. So I'm at the day's end, Egan, chilling over the weekend. I got a little dough in my pocket, little chain, man, a couple dollars. So might have to go get me a little bit of grocery, because if I knew I was staying over the weekend, I would have said. But I got me a little snacks. Yes, I got me some cheese balls. I know it ain't the greatest. And I got me some of my turkey dinner left in there. I'm going to heat up. That's it. Tomorrow I might have to get some. So y'all be easy, be breezy. Happy holiday, pre-holiday weekend. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Feliz Navidad. All that good jazz. And New Year's coming, y'all. This is a new year. It should be a new you. You should have learned a lot through 2020, real talk, all jokes aside. It should have changed you for the better. You should be able to be loving yourself more and loving others more. You should be awareness, take care of yourself, and don't take time for granted. Time is too doggone short. We lost a lot of greats in 20. We're going to lose a lot more in 21. Let's get it right, y'all. So God bless you. Have a safe travel holiday. Go home. See your family. Money's not everything. Those that stand over the road, those like me that might be forced stuck on the road, continue to do your job, but try to get home to see your families if you can. Love y'all. Grace, peace, and love. This is from your brother, KB Smooth. I'm out. Peace.